Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. I wanted to do a video yesterday. I just haven't had a chance. I'm trying. I just still have a lot of mishaps and some drama and terrible things going on around the house. Just with other people. We're not taking my son's death very easily and very lightly, and I just can't seem to get through it. Everybody's grieving in their own way, and just when I think I'm doing okay, I feel like I get a setback because of someone else's actions or whatever when we start talking or whatever, and it just becomes too much again. But I'm trying, and I want you guys to know that thank you for being here. And okay, so I want to talk about. Oh yeah, I looked up the date when my son paid off his car. His car loan was paid off on November 30th, so it was just like, barely a week before he died. And just all the stuff he did, I feel like my son's death was like, how do you, the word I'm thinking of is providential. Is that the word? I don't know. I think that's the word. Because there were just too many things, the way he left things, like even wearing that same sweatshirt for 3 weeks because he wanted to die in it, and he wouldn't talk to me about things, and his actions, things were very strange. He started eliminating me from like daily life. Like he would stay in his room all day and then be gone all night or whatever, like, or sit in the other room and play video games. It's like he didn't want, there were times when we passed each other in the hallway, like on Thanksgiving Day, which we're going to talk about today, and didn't even look at each other. It's like, it was just so weird, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But there's still just some hurdles to get through over here, and I don't know. Okay, so on Thanksgiving Day, well, first of all, I want to back up to in August, when I started feeling funny. In August, I noticed that I started losing my memory a little bit, and I'm not going to forget about an event or major things that happened, but I couldn't remember things. I was constantly questioning everything. And I remember asking my own mom, how many kids did, my oldest daughter have? I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember how many kids she had. I mean, I've even helped her take care of the kids, babysat the kids, whatever. I all of a sudden, I couldn't remember. And I thought, I started like losing my mind, I thought. And this was in August of 2020. So then one day I was in the car with my daughter in August, and I started crying hysterically for no reason whatsoever. Absolutely no reason. It was a beautiful sunny day, and we had a baby, and we stopped off to visit someone and pet their dog. It was crazy how I just all of a sudden started crying, and I felt like I wanted to be alone, left alone. I was crying so hysterically. I mean, tears were just coming out of my eyes. And I looked at my daughter. I said, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to die or something. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. And she suggested that I should call the doctor and get on antidepressants. And so I did. And, I still didn't feel good for a while, and I never felt good since. But I know that they're helping. And I think that that was God's way of also preparing me to get on antidepressants now, because you're going to need them. Just like he put me into that deep sleep all day, and just the things that happen and the events and the order of the way things happen. Okay, so on Thanksgiving Day, when Thanksgiving came, I cooked dinner, and I had turkey, and I had his favorite. He likes that green bean casserole, and I cooked turkey and mashed potatoes and homemade gravy and that. So I cooked that, and I told him, he was sleeping in. I noticed it was about 11 a.m. I told him that we're going to eat about 3 o'clock. Let's have Thanksgiving dinner at 3. And he said, okay, Mom. And that was that, And I was in the kitchen off and on cooking while I was going back to my room. Something just kept telling me, just go sit in my room. I mean, all of November, I started just sitting in my room all the time, not even coming out in the living room or watching TV. And actually, I think it started back in September, where I just made my life there. I mean, I had my potato chips and my snacks back there. I mean, everything was back. My bottle of water. For some reason, I just did never want to leave my bedroom. And I just chalked it up as COVID or whatever, either COVID or severe depression. I didn't know what to think. So as I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and my son would get out of bed, he'd go to the bathroom or something, and we just kind of just walked by each other, and something told me to just don't say nothing. Don't say a word. You know, Jake's doing other things. We got him in a different place, and he just didn't even look at me, walked right by me. It's almost like I got chills, like he walked right through me. And I would go to my room, and I feel like when I wanted to speak, I couldn't speak of anything. Nothing would come out. And I just sat there, and I would take a couple breaths, and I wanted to tell him, honey, how hungry are you getting, and stuff like that, but I couldn't speak. It was so weird, and I know that's really hard for you guys to try to understand that, but I'm just telling you. So, I mean, I don't care if you believe me or not, I'm just telling you. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to say it. So then, around 3 o'clock came, and I said, Jake, come on, let's have dinner. And he said, all right, Mom, I'll be right there. And I go in the kitchen, and I made his plate, and I set it on the table, and something told me, don't eat. Something told me, don't eat, you can't eat right now, and you have to leave Jake alone, and there's much to do, and blah, blah, blah. And all this stuff was just echoing in my head. So I called him for dinner, and I went in my room, and I was like paralyzed there. In the meantime, Jake would just walk right by me when I walked to my bedroom, after I cooked and put his plate out, and we just walked right by each other. Didn't even look at each other. Didn't even say Happy Thanksgiving or anything. It was just like a real paralyzing thing, you know. Very weird. And then, so he got up and he ate. And he went back to his room. I didn't eat. And I fell asleep and slept to the next day. I never had Thanksgiving dinner. I never ate a thing that day. I didn't eat one thing all day. And, I mean, when I was making the mashed potatoes, I'd take a bite, you know, and I had a couple bites here and there, but I mean, I never made a plate, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, nothing. And I just wasn't hungry, and I didn't care to eat. And when I heard the fork and that on his plate, I don't know, I think it was actually like 3:45 or something like that. So I remember it was like 4:40 or whatever. And I thought, oh, it sounds like he's ate dinner, it's all gone or whatever. And then I laid down and went to sleep. And that was that. And I think later in that evening, I think I got up to go to the bathroom or whatever, and he wasn't home. He went off with friends. This was around like 9 or 10 o'clock. And I went back to sleep. It was just really weird, you know. I mean, the whole thing was weird. I don't understand how all of Thanksgiving Day, we would just walk by each other as if we're walking through each other. Never looked at each other one time, never. When we spoke to each other, we were in a different room every single time. Like, you know, when he even thanked me for dinner, you know, and he said it was good. And he goes, you know, I love that green bean casserole, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I made it just for you. And that was that. And I think it's like, I don't know, even God was preparing me to be alone. I mean, I knew I'd be alone one day. I just didn't plan on this being, I mean, I know I'd be an empty nester, but I didn't want it to go down like this. I was always hoping I'd be an empty nester where I could go visit my son and his wife and take some cookies or see my grandchildren or something, you know, but I don't understand. I don't. And the only thing I can come up with is it was planned, because in the next video, we're going to talk about how things were placed and the things I found on that day and the day after, because it's crazy. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to talk too much in one video, and I just, you know, I'm glad you guys are interested. I want to tell my story, but I know it's really depressing too. So I know I've lost a lot of viewers and stuff, and I get it. So I appreciate the ones who did hang around because they're interested in what I have to say about, you know, losing a child. All right, thank you guys for today, and I think I'm going to make a list so I don't get lost in my words. So next time when I make a video in a day or two, that we can talk without me stuttering and trying to figure out what I was going to say next. So, all right, well, I'll go deal with these problems that I have over here. And happy Ash Wednesday, everybody. And we'll talk soon. I love you guys. Thank you.